In the late 1990s, Audi moved away from its reputation for conservative sedans. The 1998 Audi TT arrived as a piece of industrial sculpture, signaling a new design direction for the brand. The core inspiration was the German Bauhaus movement, a school of thought that championed minimalist geometry and the removal of unnecessary ornamentation. Designers Freeman and Peter Schreyer sketched a concept in 1994. When it finally reached production, that original vision remained almost entirely intact. The design was driven by a single graphic motif, the circle. It dictated the perfectly scribed wheel arches and the uninterrupted, sweeping roofline. This pursuit of aesthetic purity created a seamless teardrop silhouette, but it was a shape developed with little regard for high-speed fluid dynamics. During development, chassis engineers asked the styling department for a rear spoiler to manage airflow. The designers rejected it, fearing it would ruin the car's geometric purity. While the TT's smooth shape achieved a respectable drag coefficient, low drag does not guarantee high-speed stability. The rounded, unbroken teardrop shape of the car's rump inadvertently mimicked the cross-section of an inverted airplane wing. Push the car past 100 miles per hour on the de-restricted stretchers of the German Autobahn, and the driver would encounter a chassis response that neither the marketing nor the styling suggested was possible. The exact geometric purity that made the TT a visual masterpiece was actively generating forces that worked against the tire's grip on the tarmac. Bernoulli's principle explains why. Air forced over the car's curved top accelerates, creating low pressure. Because the pressure underneath remained higher, the vehicle generated aerodynamic lift. Wind tunnel data showed the TT generated 148 pounds of rear lift, double the Porsche Boxster. This lift physically pulled the rear of the car upward, shrinking the tire's friction circle and reducing their ability to maintain traction. If a driver traveling at high speed suddenly lifted off the accelerator or tapped the brakes to change lanes, the car's weight violently shifted forward. With the rear axle already lightened by aerodynamic lift, the wheels instantly lost their remaining grip, causing the back of the car to swing out, a phenomenon known as snap oversteer. At Autobahn speeds, the combination of lift and weight transfer meant the TT could break traction without warning. The real-world results were devastating. A wave of identical single-car crashes occurred across the German highway network as TTs abruptly snapped sideways into guardrails. In January 2000, 60-year-old Peter Hommel, an elite former rally driver, was killed when his TT snapped loose on a sweeping bend at 120 miles per hour. Audi's initial response was defensive. The company pointed toward driver error rather than a design defect. Executives publicly insisted the car was technically flawless. They claimed high-performance cars required expert drivers, stating that the customers want this handling. The death of a professional rally driver made those claims difficult to sustain. The narrative shifted as terrified owners organized a massive legal uprising against the manufacturer. Facing a public relations crisis and the threat of criminal negligence charges, Audi initiated a global recall. The mechanical fix began with the suspension. Engineers altered the geometry and softened the settings to intentionally force the car into a predictable understeer. Audi added a fixed ducktail spoiler to the rear hatch, ending the design department's goal of an unbroken silhouette. The data validated the change. By forcing the smooth airflow to detach from the body earlier, that small piece of plastic reduced rear-end lift by 64%. The third fix was the most complex. Thousands of TTs were shipped back to Bavaria for complete electrical rewiring to retrofit them with electronic stability program sensors. Audi spent 200 million euros to apply these mechanical band-aids, prioritizing highway safety over the car's original aesthetic vision. The fallout ensured that artistic silhouettes would no longer take precedence over early-stage wind tunnel testing and computer simulations. This aesthetic tragedy led to the widespread use of active aero. Modern sports cars now keep their spoilers hidden for visual purity, deploying them automatically only when speeds require the extra stability. The massive scale of the recall also helped drive down the manufacturing costs of electronic stability modules globally. Along with the Mercedes A-Class rollover scandal, the TT crisis helped transition stability control from a rare luxury option to a mandatory safety standard. The 1999 Audi TT remains a testament to the fact that while artists can design the future, In the realm of high-speed transit, the laws of physics hold the ultimate veto. Tell us what you think of the TT's original wingless design in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, and welcome to Archive World.